Good morning, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV. This is Newcastle United versus Nottingham Forest pre-match on this Boxing Day morning. If you do like what you see, please do smash the like. It does help the channel, so do give it a like. That'd be great. Thank you. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and hit the subscribe. Come be part of this great community here. And also hitting that bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So I'm now 27 away from hitting 1,100 subscribers. Also, if you want to become a member, it is 99p. You can do that by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat by clicking the $sign as well. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, so Boxing Day, football's back at St James's Park. So we're on home turf today. Hope everybody had a great day yesterday. Didn't have too much Christmas dinner. Hope you had a great day yesterday. And we now move on to Boxing Day. Right, let's get into some comments. Yeah, it's 12:30. Yamin, sorry. Ian Fleming says, "Morning, Tony. After my 7-0 prediction for the Luton game, I'm not going to bother today, lol." Nah, I wouldn't bother, mate. Not with a 7-0, no. Mad Max says, "Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well." Yeah, absolutely. Bia says, "Morning, Tony and all. Good morning to you, Bia. Hope you're well." Would-be Farmer says 2-0 St James's Park Fortress, and Forest is, well, a Forest. Absolutely. Toon says Mag debates. And Gareth Cooper, good morning to you as well. He says, "Good morning, Tony. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hopefully 3 points today." Yeah, absolutely. That's all for 3 points today, mate. And yes, I did. If we don't win today, I'm going to start liking cricket law, says Mag debates. Well, we should beat this Forest team today, let's be honest. But again, it all depends, So, in 6 days' time, obviously the transfer window opens. And we haven't got long to wait to see who comes in. Let's hope we do the shopping early. Let's get it done early. Let's get these players in so they're trained and they're ready to go. Now, when we're looking at players, if we're looking at bringing younger strikers into the club, i.e. like Jonathan David, for instance. Now, I know this is probably, maybe not in January, but maybe in the summer. Now, I don't want people to jump on me and go, "Oh, no. Right. Would you in the summer sell Callum Wilson? He's going to be 32 in February. He's approaching 32. He's a sellable asset. He could still do a job for another team in the Premier League, let's be honest. What I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to say let's get rid of Callum Wilson because, he has been brilliant for us. But we know his injury record's not the best. And we can't keep him fit too long. But what I'm saying is a helping out FFP like we did with Maxi. If we've got another striker in the club, even in the summer, if we bring another striker in as well, so say we've got 4 strikers at the club, would you then say, do you know what? Yes, that would be a good idea. If somebody said, I'll give you 20 million or 25 million for Callum Wilson in the summer, then you would say, do you know what? That's a no-brainer. Take it, Get your thoughts, and I don't know what your thoughts are. And that's not me saying I want to get rid of him, but the only way I'll get rid of him is if we had adequate replacements. But if we didn't have the replacements, yes, I'd keep him. But maybe have to play as a second or a third choice striker, depending on who else would come in the summer. Mikey Mag says, "Morning, Tony, Ian and all. I was on here yesterday, Tony. Got no notification you were on. Gutted I missed the show. YouTube playing up. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It is absolutely ridiculous at the moment. Sometimes it tells me on YouTube I've got 3 people watching, but I've actually got 19 or 20 people watching, so I don't know what's going on. Wilson's over the hill, needs an upgrade, says Mighty Mag. BS says, "I wouldn't sell unless there were 2 replacements, so we need 3 strikers," and that said Mickey to Saudi. Mickey, do you know what? We need an upgrade on him, definitely in the January window. We need another striker in the January window. We need another centre-back, I believe, in the January window. I would keep Miggy as a squad player because we know he's got the pace and he's a little fast. He has got pace. He'd be a good type of player to bring on as an impact sub in the 70th minute when other teams tire, so you can throw him on and say, right, Mickey, go on, do your worst, And look, so I would keep him as a squad player, maybe. Holly says, I think we have a convincing performance this afternoon, a good bounce back team effort. Look forward to the January window. Absolutely, Holly. We should win this game today. Are we aware of any teams who are interested in Callum Wilson or where he would be a good fit? No, there's not. Well, we don't know there's anybody interested. It was just, I saw something being bandied about it, and I looked at it and I thought, you know what, that's not a bad idea. He would be a sellable asset, Javi Manquillo would probably go in the summer. He'll be on a free. There's quite a few contracts run out this summer. Jamal Lascelles runs out. Emil Kraft's run out. So, we're not going to get anything for these players if they go in the summer. So, again, it's one we just keep an eye on. I would keep him unless we get a good offer, but only as a third striker. When's Murphy Baxter's going? We're not 100% sure, mate. We're not sure. We know Joe Linton's back, but we don't know about Jacob Murphy at this moment in time. So he's probably still a bit away at the moment. Bit of a cold. No one's bigger than the badge. If we have a replacement for the benefit of the club, it's the golden handshake and buy from me. Yeah, absolutely, Mad Mag. I totally agree. Look, yeah, that would be the thing. If we had the adequate replacements, then yeah, absolutely. Clue, hi mate. He says we need to upgrade Miggy and Wilson, but we need to keep them as rotational players. We've seen this season how important rotation is. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that one. I do. Yeah. Jan says Minty back, costing out is a must. Well, again, Jan, we can't just get him back. We've got to speak to Arnie Slotton, Feyenoord first, and the player. If Arnie Slot says to his board, no, he's not going back, I want him here for the rest of the season because he's done so well for us and he's an integral part of the squad, then, at the end of the day, Feyenoord say no, we have to wait till the summer, unfortunately. Holly says we need a good striker and defender. Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt. There is a few names being bandied about at the moment, but there is talk of a £52 million release clause for Goncalo Ignacio, Sporting Lisbon centre-back who can also play left-back. A youngster, do you know what? Absolutely, I'd be all over that. Now, I keep saying, oh yeah, but can Newcastle afford to pay the £52 million out in one outlay? Yes, they can, but obviously you've got to watch for FFP. But there again, we're getting £40 million a season from the summer from Adidas. So when if you paid the 52 million out and you're getting 40 million back in, you've only actually outlaid 12 million on him. So do you know what? It's no brainer. He's 22 years of age. He's left-footed. Ball control is his strength, as I see. He can play right across the back, centre half, left back, and right back. So he's a very versatile centre defender. He started 13 out of 14 games. He's got 1 goal this season. He's been involved with 5 clean sheets. He has picked up 5 yellow cards. He's picked up a second yellow, which turned to a red, and he's picked up 1 red as well. But he's a quality player. In at 22 years of age, Cher's not getting younger, so you've got somebody there who can come in. Burns not getting younger. Trippier's definitely not getting younger. So you've got somebody there who can play right across the back. So yeah, absolutely, without a doubt, I think that would be a great signing if that did come about. We need some players who's done it and got the t-shirt, at least 2 of them. Yeah, absolutely. Alan says, Montoni and chat, got to get 3 points today, it's a must. Yeah, look, I know they've got a new manager, Nuno Espirito Santos, but look, as I've said yesterday, it's going to take him a few weeks for him to get his game plan across the team, for the team to implement it on the pitch. Look, we knew that when Eddie Howe came in, it didn't happen straight away. It took a few weeks before it actually got into the team system. So, because they've played one system under Steve Cooper and now they're trying to play a different system under a new manager. So that takes time. So I think we should be Forest today. Well, let's hope we do anyway. I did pick a lineup which I thought would be a great team to put out against Forest. Now, whether it would happen or not, I don't know. But this is my team lineup, and I want to see what people think of this in the chat. So there we go. Dubravka in goal. Back four of Trippier, Shea, Botman and Byrne. Midfield three of Miley, Bruno and Longstaff. Right wing, Tino Livramento. Isak in the middle and Joe Linton as the left winger. I think that works well. Drop Miggy, please. Drop Miggy. He has to be dropped. He's not been great for the past few weeks, or past month and a bit even. I can't remember the last time he really played a great game. So I think Miggy's got to be dropped. I think if you play Livramento, give him a go at right wing. He came on after 80 minutes. We saw little glimpses from him, but not a lot because obviously he only had 10 minutes. I thought that was a stupid substitution, really. Too late on. Miggy should have been withdrawn a hell of a lot earlier than that. I think that would be a good attacking lineup, and there's definitely a lot of goals in that lineup there. Give me your thoughts in the chat. Would you have that lineup, or would you pick somebody different to go in there? Do let me know in the chat. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'll bring Mahrez in from Saudi for 6 months. Yeah, he's not a bad player, Mahrez, is he? Forest couldn't win at home, so no reason for them to get anything at St James's. Relaxed. There was never more obvious win for the Toon. Smells everyone. Absolutely would be. But there again, we've got to be careful that we don't think, oh, right, okay, we've got this game, it's won. And so we've got to be careful. They do have a good team, Forest, but they've just not played for their former manager. Mighty Mag says, no Anthony Gordon in your lineup. No, because I think, look, I don't mean this nastily, but I think he needs to rest Anthony Gordon. I would put him on the bench, but I wouldn't play him. We haven't got another game for 6 days after today. So, look, give him a good rest. Or even if you want to just play Joe Linton for 60 minutes and bring Gordon on for half an hour, do it that way. But that's the way I would go with that lineup. Gordon needs a rest. He really does need a rest. And let's see what happens. Rolly's in the chat. Hi, Tony. I hope you had a good Christmas. I like your lineup, but I'm not sure Eddie will drop Miggy. That's what I'm kind of thinking. He might not. But I'm hoping Eddie just starts looking at the way Miggy's been and thinking, do you know what? Actually, he needs to come out of the squad. There's no room for sentiment. This is what I'm saying the other day. Is Eddie Howe being too sentimental with certain players and he's picking his favourites all the time, and he needs to realise when players are out of form, they've got to be rested or dropped. Clue says, I like your lineup, Tony. I'm just concerned about Joe in the final third. He's a beast of a midfielder, but can't finish in the final third. I mean, yeah, Clue, I see what you mean. I mean, look, let's be honest. He has done, he scored some great goals for us. I mean, look, the goal against Milan, that was a cracking goal. But he's just somebody who's strong up there, who can get up there. And he's played as left winger before when he played at Hoffenheim, so it's not a position he's not familiar with. If we'd had Joe Willock, I would have had Joe Willock there at left wing, but we haven't got Joe Willock. But that's there is that. But again, give him 60 minutes maybe, and then bring Gordon on for half an hour. Gordon for Longstaff, says Jan. Yeah, but Gordon's not really going to play centre midfield. You would have to play him as left winger, so then you'd have to push Joe Linton there. I agree, Tony. AJ is burnt out. Yeah, and he's not fully fit either. He wasn't fit the other day. To be fair, he should have been rested. I would have rather have rested Gordon on Saturday and played him today, if I'm honest. No game's an easy game, says Pablo. In this day and age, I thought we would smash Luton and look what happened. Yeah, absolutely, Pablo. Well said. Let's hope St James's Park is rocking this afternoon. 2-1 for me, and good celebratory to take us into the new year. Agree with that lineup, Tony. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much, Holly. Hi, Tony. Enjoy your Christmas dinner today, mate. I will do, yes. I've got Christmas dinner later on. Alan says, yeah, that team looks good. Tony, try something different. Absolutely. I think Livermento could do well. But if you think about it as well, Livermento and Trippier, right? Let's think, a bit of fluidity there. So if you think you could confuse the opposition because they'll think Trippier's right back and Livermento's right wing, but they could switch quite often during the game. So Livermento could move to a right back role. Kieran Trippier can play as a winger. So you've got that fluidity on the right hand side, which is what you want in a team. And you can swap it about, and that will confuse the hell out of the opposition. Woodby says, I like your line, Tony, but Eddie Howe is so damn loyal. I'd be shocked if he did this. Well, we'll find out in 13 minutes. Just hope to get players back and on a bit of a run. Yeah, Alan, and we need to bring some players in as well. And look, no disrespect to the likes of Paul Dummett and Matt Ritchie, but if I was Eddie Howe, I would say, right, you won't be involved in the Premier League squad from January till the end of the season. You've got two options. You can go and find a new club, go on loan, or you can stay here and train for the rest of the season, but you won't be involved and need those two spaces to bring in two players. So we'll have to see what happens. If we brought a new keeper in, say, for instance, De Gea come in, then if De Gea came in, you could then release Gillespie because you're still going to have your four goalkeepers in the squad with Nick Pope. Though Pope's out later on May, would you maybe say to Pope, do you look at his progress and think, when's he going to be back? If he's not going to be back, say at the beginning of May, do you say to Nick Pope, I'm leaving you out the squad for this season now, and then you can come back next season all refreshed. If you've got a keeper like De Gea in as well, it's all ifs and buts, but that's what I would be doing with the likes of Dummett and Ritchie and saying, look, sorry, thank you for your service, but we have to move on and improve as a team. So that's what I would do anyway. Don't know what anybody else in the chat thinks of that as well. If they think that would be a good idea. So we'll see what happens. But like I say, 11 minutes time, we have the lineups coming out. So we'll see what happens. Who Eddie picks, and we'll find out. So I currently got 38 watching at the moment, and we've got 16 likes. So if you can give that like a smash, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. And also, if you're new to the channel, come and smash a subscribe and be part of this great community. Alan says, I think we'll be lucky to see Pope back match fit this season. Well, that's what I'm thinking, because look, even if he's out to late April, beginning of May, he's got to get fit. And then if it's the beginning of May, there's only a couple of games left. So to me, I would just say to Nick Pope, look, miss the rest of the season, come back next season stronger, and we'll gladly see Nick Pope back between the sticks next season. Looks like AG is in the squad. Yeah, he might be there, but it depends whether he's playing or a bench. I would have AG on the bench. I'm sorry, I would do. Just give the guy a rest. Tony says, agree with you, 100%. Yeah, thanks very much, mate. Predator says, Mon, Tony. Season's greetings to you, mate. Thank you, and to you. And all in chat. It's not being ruthless, letting older players leave. It's called progression. No time for sentiment. That's what I'm saying. No time for sentiment whatsoever. Got to start getting rid of some of these players. Morning, Tony and the early risers. Good morning to you, Godfather. Hope you're well. We don't normally do well on 12:30 kickoffs either, so let's hope we do well today. Clue says, maybe time to try Hall and go. Do you know what? That's not a bad shout. Play Hall at left wing. Yeah, give him a go. Why not? Yeah. I don't know what the thing is going on with Hall, but, something needs to give here. We need to see him play. Ian says, morning folks, good morning to you, Ian. Hope you're well, mate. Gordon's place, yeah, absolutely. Would-be farmer says, we know we could use 5 players in January. That's unrealistic. So if you're only going to let 2 players go, what is a priority and who would they be? Well, it all depends who comes in. But if you bring say Inácio and Jonathan David in, there's 2 players who would take up Richie and Dummett's place. You just got to think who else you're going to take out of that squad. Who isn't getting game time? Do you drop Gillespie from that squad? But then it leaves us exposed with Pope out. Then you've only got Dubravka and Karius. But then if you've got only those 2, then if something happens to one of those 2 keepers, then my stuff we're down to the youth team keepers. So we've got to be careful, I suppose, what we do. Early kick-off may suit us, absolutely. And Predator says striker is a must and a replacement for Miggy. Yeah, absolutely. Well, talking about strikers, this guy we're after, Jonathan David. Yes, he's only scored 5 goals a season for Lille, but he has got a cracking record. He scored 24 for them last season. He's not a bad player at all. He's 23 years of age, 24 in January. It's a no-brainer. Yes, he wouldn't come cheap, probably about 40 million, but he's on 28 grand a week. So he could treble his wages, no problem at Newcastle United. And, so AC Milan interested in him, but they've said they can't compete with Newcastle financially. So the door's open for us there. And I would take him with a drop of a hat. Absolutely. He's quality. Also, this player as well, Matthias Sule, 20-year-old Argentinian right winger who can play attacking midfield and right wing. Left-footed like Miggy, but Foxy, who comes in our chat, who knows his South American stuff, says he'd be a massive upgrade on Miggy. He's on loan at Frosinone from Juventus, probably cost about 15 million quid. And look, why not give him a go? I would bring him in. He scored 6 goals for Frosinone. He's got 1 assist this season. But again, he's scoring goals. And that's what we need. But he's only 20 and he's got room to grow. He's 9 years younger than Miggy. So, nowhere near the finished article. And he could become a superb player as well. So, again, that's another one we could bring in as well. Another player that could upgrade Miggy could be Federico Chiesa, another quality player. He would be absolutely brilliant as well, because he can play either wing and up front as well. So you've got a player who can play right across the front 3. So there's lots of targets there. We know January is a difficult window, but again, all depends if the price is right. You nip in. Johnny says the early kickoff might help us. Yeah, it might do, mate. Absolutely. Bias says, did you see all of Willock and Isak cracker jokes? Yeah, I saw that, mate. That was brilliant. Is David the Canadian? He's quite good, says Woodby. Yes, he is. That's him, yeah. And remember, we have a good relationship with Lille. In the past, we've had Matthias Debuchy, Johan Kabay from there. 2 great players, by the way. Recently, we've got Botman from there. So we have a good relationship with Lille, which is important. January usually difficult, so if we can only get 2 players, I'll say get a striker and a right winger as our most important targets. We can get a keeper, defender and midfield at the end of the season. Yeah, absolutely. Look, De Gea's on a free. He's already said he's open to come into Newcastle. He's just waiting for the call. So again, maybe his wage demands might not be too bad. If he's desperate to play football again. Less for us to come up by plane. Just had a long bus trip, 12:30 Boxing Day kick-off. What a time. They'll have travelled up yesterday and probably stayed overnight in a hotel, in all honesty. Unless they flew by private jet from East Midlands Airport. Eddie's been coy about it, but I think they will have a look at bringing Mintier back. Again, it's up to Feyenoord and Arnie's slot. He might just say, look, I don't want to lose him. And why not? He's done well. Arnie Slot's a quality manager and he's done well with what he's done with Minty. Striker's a priority for me. I agree. Most, yeah. Let's get some attacking players in, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely need them in. Yes, a striker that bullies the centre halves. Yeah, that's what we need. Pretis, I don't think we should be taking a chance on a development striker. I think we need someone that can come in and knows his way around the Prem. Don't ask me just about my opinion. The thing is, with Soulé, he's a quality player. He really is. But again, it's one of them. You could go to Saudi on loan and maybe bring Mahrez in, you know what I mean, on loan. And then you've got Soulé as an option off the bench. And it gives him a chance to grow into the game. Because remember, look what Eddie done with Bruno. Didn't play him straight away. Brought him on for 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 15, then 20. And just gradually built him up until he started. And then he's never looked back since. Hope Wood don't come back to haunt us. Yeah, let's hope not. Maybe some fairy dust will be sprinkled on Joe Linton and he will be morphed into world-class striker. It could happen, but I don't think he would be good in the 2-2. Probably not, no. But yeah, you know what? From midfield, he scored some great goals. But again, he's improved under Eddie Howe. Under the previous manager, I don't think he could improve it. Don't even think he could improve a 6-year-old player, never mind a 30-year-old player or a 25-year-old player. He couldn't improve anybody. So if he ends up at Republic of Ireland as manager, I feel sorry for them because they won't be qualifying for any World Cups or European Championships in the near future. So yeah, we've got 2 minutes until the team news is released and we will see who is on that team sheet. And probably my lineup is probably totally wrong because every time we mention lineups, I'm sure Eddie watches these podcasts and thinks, right, okay, I'm going to stuff them up here. But anybody who's just joined, I'm going to put my lineup who I think which I think will be a good lineup to go through today. So there we go. I said Dubravka, Trippier, Shea, Botman, Byrne, Miley, Bruno, Longstaff in the middle 3, and then Livramento right wing, Isak and Joe Linton left wing. So anybody who's just joined, that's the lineup I would choose. But again, Homer, I'm not Eddie Howe. He'll probably have his own ways of doing things. But I would give Livramento a right wing berth. But there again, like I said, you can interchange between Livramento and Trippier. So you can confuse your opposition by switching positions with them too. So I would give that a go. Why not? Don't think the Saudis will let any of their star players go. So they're looking to build their league. Not be a way for NUFC to get around. Could do Rolly, don't know, mate. Bruce couldn't prove bread, no. I can't see AG and J7 starting. Not together, no, because he'll just want to give him you want to give him a bash, won't you? Give him some minutes, but you wouldn't want him starting because then what options he got on the bench? Right, team news is out. Okay, this is a team news. And yes, my team isn't right, by the way. Dubravka in goal, Trippier, Shea, Botman, Byrne, Bruno, Longstaff, Miley. I got all that bit right. But the front 3, I've only got 1 out of 3 right. Almiron, Gordon and Isak. On the bench, Karius, Dummett, Joe Linton, Wilson, Ritchie, Kraft, Hall, Livramento, Alex Murphy. So I'll pop that on screen, that team news. What's your thoughts on that team? Disappointing Almiron starts. I thought we would have given him a bit of a break. Let's see what happens with that team today. But it's definitely a team that can go out there and win this game. That's for sure. And we'll see. Just bear with me. There we go. There's the team now on screen. So yeah, get your thoughts in. What do you think of that team? Um, while I find out the Forest team. And they haven't put their team up yet. Or they've put it up, but put it up blank. So we can't see who their team is. Nottingham Forest haven't put their lineup out yet, which I'm pretty surprised at because I thought that would come out at 11:30. So I'll just have a look on here and see if I can get it. And I've got the Forest lineup. They go with Matt Turner in goal, Aina, or Anya, however you pronounce them, Murillo, Nayakati, and Montiel as the back four. Danilo and Sanger in the midfield, with Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right, Morgan Gibbs-White in the middle, and Anthony Elanga on the left, and Chris Wood is the striker. On the bench for Forest, it's Mangala, Nico Williams, Kouati, Vlachodimos, Ryan Yates, Origi we know very well, who scored against us before for Liverpool, Joe Worrell, Dominguez, and Tavares. So that's the side Forest have gone with today as well. Probably a lot of people are disappointed seeing Miggy in that team. He needs a rest. I think Gordon needs a rest. I'm surprised he's even playing, to be fair. Just heard a rumour that J7's in for Miley and Gordon's starting again. Yeah, he's on the bench, J7. David says, hope everyone's having a great Christmas. Yeah, absolutely, mate, and hope you are too. Same old, says Tony. Yeah. Got it for Livermore. Kit's been on fire. Absolutely predator. Yeah, he has. I would have put my right wing. I really would have. Longstaff ahead at Miley. Loyal How again. That's who he is. Yeah, he is getting a bit of stick at the minute for being too loyal, Eddie. It's the best bench for a while. Yeah, absolutely. The good thing is we're back four back that done well last season. That was our tight defence last season. Trippier, Share, Botman and Burns. So, we've got that back in tandem now. Isak up two on his own doesn't work. He's not a central striker. He's better off on the left. Miggy needs a rest, yeah. I prefer your lineup. Yeah, absolutely. Merry Christmas, everyone. Are we all well, says Gary? Yeah, absolutely. Let's hope. Yeah, and hope you had a great Christmas too, Gary. Wally says if we can get a couple up early, we can make changes in the second half. Well, yeah, let's hope. Even though Miggy is frustrating to watch, let's get behind him and hopefully he can score, says Clue. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah. I mean, look, last season, Miggy had his own goal of the month competition. But this season, he's just been a totally different player. When you're at that level you are the previous season, you want to go to the next season thinking, I'm going to up my level and make sure I'm better than I was last season. But he hasn't. He's dropped off this season massively. Guess the game plan is to wait and see whose legs fall off and substitute accordingly. Yeah. Same as Luton. Strong team, strong bench. Bench a bit better today. Yeah, absolutely, Alan. K88, very predictable lineup. Let's see if he uses a bench. If he uses a bench, look, I want to see the bench used properly this time. I want to see players coming on a lot earlier. Mickey stayed on for 80 minutes. He should have been off well before 80 minutes. He should have been off even after 60 minutes, maybe, because from minute 6 to minute 80, Miggy was poor. I'm sorry, he really was poor on Saturday. Is this the way to Amarillo? I would have played in Tino and rested Almiron. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people like my lineup. I'm concerned with Longstaff. He's been anonymous and a yard slow since he's come back. Yeah, I totally agree, Gary. I felt sorry for Miley when he was made to come off the other day. And I know Rowley said, oh, well, he's kept Longstaff on for experience. I don't buy that. I'm sorry. Miley's played well. He's had a lot of games for us, so, Who's your informed midfielder? Miley or Longstaff? I say Miley is. I'd have pulled Gordon as well. He's knackered. Yeah, absolutely. I hope today we are sensible. We take him off after 60 minutes and give him a rest. I would have rested Trippier. Yeah, maybe. Clean sheet for us, says Mighty Mag. Let's hope. There's nothing wrong with that team. Howie, says Ronald. Yeah, oh no, I totally agree, Ronald. But, I would have thought make a few changes. Why not rotate the squad? Isak to do some magic tricks today, says Mighty Mag. Yeah, Gordon needs a break. Surprise, same in, says Mad Mag. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely surprised to see Gordon playing. As I say, I had Joe Linton up replacing Anthony Gordon, and I had Livermore replacing Almiron. And obviously Botman coming in as well. That was the only 3 changes I had for that team, but that's the team Eddie Howe's gone with, and that's what we have to, we have to go on. So, look, we've got enough in that team to beat Nottingham Forest, no disrespect. But there again, we had enough in that team on Saturday to go out and beat Luton Town. Yes, Luton Town were buoyed by the fact, what's happened to that captain, Tom Lockyer, that he's had another cardiac arrest, and, he's now recovering at home, and we're all, so happy that that's happening, But we should have gone out and beat Luton on Saturday. We had chances. Yes, Isak scores, but it's offside. Look, Luton wanted that game more than us. We made Ross Barkley look like a world-class player on Saturday. He was dominating that midfield. Gareth says, I'll back any player that Eddie picks, but surely a good few players need to be rested. I totally agree, Gareth. I back any players. I'd always back the players, but I would have rested Almiron and Gordon. Ian Hope not. He says, if we don't win today, questions will be asked. There most certainly will be, Ian. And yeah. Ronald says we're a different animal. Yeah, we are, Ronald. We absolutely are. That's what I'm saying. 1 defeat at home all season. That was a narrow defeat against Liverpool. A game we shouldn't have lost, in all honesty. A game we should have beat Liverpool in. But do you know what? Let's get out there. Let's get the win. Let's end 2023 on a win and see what 2024 brings. Do we believe our press can be effective with the rubber legs of Almiron, Gordon and Isak up front? Hope so. Let's hope the crowd can give a needed adrenaline lift for the boys. Yeah, I'm sure the crowd will be up for it. Yeah, absolutely. But again, we just have to wait and see how they cope. Depends how Forest play. Another player I like in that team for Forest as well. Now would have him at Newcastle. And who else would have him at Newcastle? Morgan Gibbs-White. I think he's quite a good little player. Probably, and if I'm honest, he's probably too good for Forest, and he probably deserves to be the better team. In all honesty, I think he's very creative as well. And again, he's only young as well. Gary says on paper it's a good team. Trouble is, 4 of them are burnt out and 2 aren't match fit. That's our problem. Absolutely. We all back Eddie on the team, but if Stevie Wonder could see some of those players needs a break and shouldn't be starting, especially today, yeah, I totally agree with that one as well. Yeah, would anybody else take Morgan Gibbs-White in Newcastle? I think he's got qualities. He has. He's got that creative quality as well. Forest are playing a decent team. They're playing a decent line of Forest are, so yeah, they're not. I don't think their injuries are bad, if I'm honest. Video of the players arriving at St James's Park, but I think they've got a fully strength squad. Danilo, we've got to watch him in midfield because he's a cracking player, that Danilo for Forest. Ibrahim Sangaré. I mean, I remember when we were linked with Sangaré, he's a quality player as well. He especially was when he was in Holland, that's for sure. Elanga hasn't been too bad for them either, considering they got him from Man U on a cheap, I think 15 million, and he's played all right. Rolly says, yes, he's a quality young player. I'd take him. Absolutely. Yeah, because Gibbs White is a cracking player. Like I say, 23 years of age. Um, Anchor player, playmaking and high pressing are his strengths, and his weakness is ball control. He scored 1 goal and got 3 assists a season. You know, if we look at his stats from last season, his first season at Forest, he scored 5 goals and got 8 assists. But look, that's in a Forest team that are not the best team, let's be honest. But for Gibbs White, I would, yeah, definitely have him without a shadow of a doubt. Clue says Gibbs White's are pretty good. He can play on either side of the striker as well. Yeah, absolutely, mate. He is. He's quality. Robin Hood is injured then for them. Yeah. I wouldn't touch Gibbs White with a 20-foot barge pole. He used to live next door to my brother in Rugeley when he played for Wolves. Never picked up his touch. God. I'd take Hudson-Odoi over Miggy, that's for sure, says David. Do you know what? That's another one I can't understand. Forrest got him. Hudson-Odoi, I think, lost his way at Chelsea because, look, he was one of the best players coming through at Chelsea, and then I think he just got ruined by certain managers that went into that club. I mean, look, he started 4 out of 9 games this season. He scored 1 goal, hasn't got an assist yet. Not picked up any cards either. Forest paid £3.5 million for him from Chelsea. Well, euros, so possibly around about £3 million from Chelsea for him. That's a bargain. Because if you can get Hudson-Odoi playing back to his best, it's going to be worth a lot more than that, I tell you now. And he can play left wing and right wing, so you've got either, and he's a right-footed player. Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that one. Not seen enough of Gibbs White to give an opinion, says Ian. How many times does a returning player score against his former club? Goals for Woods today. Oh, yeah, I know, that's what I'm thinking. I remember when we played Leeds in the Championship under Rafa, and we were winning 1-0 at St James's Park in the last minute of the game. Chris Wood pops up with a header. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen today. Miggy's stats are better than Gibbs White, says Beer. Yeah, but Gibbs White's playing. Look, let's be honest. Gibbs White's not playing in a high pressing quality team, is he? Let's be honest. What you talking about? Football, Hannibal. The clue is in the title of the video, says Godfather. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah. Yeah, Gibbs White isn't a bad player. But again, he's young. And we know what Eddie Howe's like for improving players. But again, how much would Gibbs White cost? That is the thing. How much would he cost? Guys, if you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel up the search, so please do give it a thumbs up. That would be great. Thank you very much. And if you are new to this channel, then come and smash that subscribe and join our great community as well. So my prediction for this game, look, it's probably not going to be the prediction that people are probably expecting that I'm going to put out there. But I'm going for us to win this game. But I'm sorry, guys and girls, I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win Newcastle. It's going to be a nervy one. I think we'll score twice. They'll score, and it'll make it a nervy end to the game. But I think we'll hold on and win the game. So I'm going to say 2-1. I think Howe could improve Broja or Tammy Abraham. Yeah, I mean, look, Abraham's not playing for Roma at the minute, is he? So he seems to fell out in favour of Mourinho. Or maybe just not good enough now. What team do you support, by the way, Hanachi? 3-1 Isak, Bruno, Joe Linton, Chris Wood. Paul says 4-1 win for the Tuna, we the lads. I'm just going for a 2-1 win. I'll take any win. I'll take anything. If we go out there and smash them 5-0, I'll take that all day. But even if we go out there and only win 1-0, and it comes off the backside of, see, Isak in the last minute, I'll take that as well. 6-0, put a bet on it, watch the space. Gareth says, can't give away any stupid tackles in the penalty area. Wood will punish us, absolutely. I used to have Nachi television. I'm going in that. And it's 5-0 win, says Ronald. Yeah, I'm just going for that one as well. Not 5-1, but I'm going for a 2-1 win Newcastle as well. Remember, today's game is live on Amazon Prime. So as I always warn everybody, if you do get goal notifications on your phone, I suggest you switch the notifications off, because as it's streamed, it is behind the actual live game. So if Newcastle score, you'd probably get the information before you see the goal. So if I was you, turn your notifications off. Because I suffered that once when we played Sheffield United a few years ago down at Bramall Lane. And I was like, we're not 1-0 up, we haven't scored yet. And then 2 minutes later, we score. So, yeah, do switch your notifications off. And if you're on Amazon, I think you get a free trial as well. So definitely take that on as well. It could be Miggy's last game if so fair dues. Who knows? How about Miley hat-trick? How much money would that made on now? Jeez, gosh, yeah. I bet you're talking probably 100-1 for that, easily. Don't know what you'd get for that, to be fair. Let's have a look at some of the odds today and see what the odds are. What Sky Bet are thrown out there, although there is other betting companies around as well. So let's see what they've got on. For Newcastle versus Forest. Okay. So Newcastle are 2-5 to win, 4-1 for the draw, and 6-1 for a Forest away win. If you want an early payout for Newcastle to be 2 up, it's 4-11 for Newcastle, 4-1 on the draw, and 11-2 for Forest. Goal scorers: Isak is favourite at 10-3 for the first, 10-3 for the last, and 10-11 for any time. If you want an outside bet, Lewis Miley is 12-1 for the first goal, 12-1 for the last goal, or 4-1 any time. If you want to see another Fabian Schär screamer for the first goal, that'll get you 25-1, but in any time is 9-1 for Schär. If you want Botman to score the first goal, it's 40-1 and 16-1 any time. Chris Wood is 10-1 for the first goal, 10-1 for the last goal, and 10-3 any time for Nottingham Forest. Correct score. Ronald, I think, went for 5-0. That's 33-1. I saw 6-0 in there. That's 66-1. 3-1 is 10-1 for Newcastle. 1-0 is 13-2. 2-1 is 7-1. Forest to win 1-0 away would be 18-1 for them. If they were to win 3-1, it would be 66-1. And if Forest beat us 4-3, it would be 150-1, but I can't see that happening. If you want a goalkeeping save on, Dubravka to make 3+ saves is 5-4. Matt Turner to make 3+ saves is 3-10. If you want a real outside bet that Matt Turner makes 9+ saves, that's 18-1. That depends how much we're peppering their goal. Betfair 30-1 for any hat-trick, other than Isak. Chris Wood is 210-1. Jesus. I think Forest win 1-0, sorry to say it. Oh, Gary. Let's hope not, mate. Let's hope not. But we'll wait and see. But let's hope you're wrong, mate. Let's hope so. The only reason I'm saying we'll beat Forest is because Nuno Espirito Santo won't have his ideas implemented. His game plan won't be put over to them as yet. So I think we'll be okay in this game. It's anyway Forest are going to eat us. No, absolutely not, Ronald. I don't think they will. Let's hope not anyway. Now we've said that, let's hope we haven't put the gizzard death on it now and they go out and beat us, but I don't think they will. Right, guys, come to the end of this show so everybody can get ourselves off and get ready for the footy. But if you do like what you see, please make sure you do smash that like. That does help the channel and means new viewers find it. So if you haven't yet, give it a like. Please click the thumbs up. Only takes a couple of seconds. Also, if you are brand new to the channel, you can smash that subscribe, which is on the screen. And also the bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. Well said, Ghost. I think he's a Forest fan. Adam says, hi there. Do you think Newcastle we will win today in Newcastle? My dad, Newcastle fan, my granddad, and I'm going to the game first time. Adam, I can't see why we can't win the game, mate. We won that. We beat them last season 2-0 through Fabian Scher's wonder strike and Callum Wilson. So yeah, can't see why we can't beat them. We can't win games with half a team. Says Gary, there's a better odds on Parkinson to score than Wood, and he isn't even in the squad. Jesus. Mad Mag says, brilliant show. Enjoy the rest of the holidays and take care. Happy the lads. Thank you very much. Ian says, great show, Tony. Cheers, mate. 3-0. Adam says, they're not a bad side, are they, for us? They get a new manager. Yeah, but again, I think for their new manager to implement his game plan isn't going to happen yet. So I think it's going to be another couple of weeks before you start seeing a different Forest. So yeah, I mean, look, we know the last time Nuno Espirito Santo come to St James's, we got beat off Tottenham 3-2, but that was under a different manager at the time. So it was under this man when we got beat off Tottenham Hotspur under Santo. But look, he's not here now. He's gone, and it'll be a totally different game. But I'm still saying we'll win this game. I'm going for 2-1 win. That's the word I remember. It's Cairo. Trippier's been sus lately. Hope he doesn't make any mistakes in this match. Let's hope he's through all that out of his way, and let's hope so, mate. If you are new to the channel, come and smash the like and smash that subscribe as well, mate. Thank you. And the same with Adam. I think we will thrash them 3-0. Yeah, if you're new, mate, smash that subscribe and like. Predator says, right, I'm off. Great show, Tony. See you all next time. Enjoy the match. How are the lads? See you later, mate. And says, bye, 3-0 tune. Let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. Right, guys. Remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And enjoy the game. Whether you go to the game or you're watching it on Prime, whatever you're doing. If you're watching on Prime, don't forget, turn off your notifications if you don't want to know when we score a goal. Got 2 more comments coming in. After match show, if we win. Maybe a lot later on because I'm going out for lunch later. So probably be, if anything, tonight. Yeah. Hi, Tony says, trolls. Hi, trolls. Eddie and Jason are best and I'm going with them. Yeah, absolutely, Ron. Absolutely, mate. Definitely, Ronald. But anyway, guys, enjoy the game. How are the lads?